it's been reported that you were the guy that stood on the table and fought for Dusty, and I'm not asking you to confirm that or not. But what I am asking you is, when did it become obvious to you? Because you had maintained all along that we're going to get Dusty's deal done. Don't worry about it. When did it become obvious to you that, wow, being a part of this executive committee, that this was going to be a fight one way or the other?
Well, I think, all things change between the difference between, regular season baseball and playoff baseball. And I think as the playoffs went on and we saw what was going on there, we made the decision as a group. And you ask, if I was the guy standing at the table, we all have our opinions. At the end of the day, we have a consensus walking out of the room, like we do on all decisions that are baseball. And this was no different. It was a difficult decision. There was a lot of discussion about it and a lot of debate about it. And we decided as a group to move on. And we couldn't be happier with the choice we made with Dave Martinez. I think it's going to be a great choice, and he's going to really be a guy that has the ability to take us to the next step.
Mike, what was Dusty's reaction when you told him he was not going to be back?
Complete and utter professionalism. He and I have had a great relationship. We talked about a bunch of different things about what could have been and what should have been, and kind of lamented on a few different things. Went over a few memories and discussed it. It was a friendly, amicable discussion, very professional. It wasn't 30 seconds. It was several minutes, and we went over a few things. And at the end of the day, we've been in this a long time. Dusty's been in there 50 years. I've been in it 35 years. This stuff happens, and that's baseball. That was his response to it, and couldn't have been more professional or big league about it. And everything I expected in Dusty Baker, and that's why he is who he is.
Now, Mike, that this is out there, that people say things like, well, Boras has gotten involved in it. They want Bryce to be happy. Maybe Bryce wasn't happy with Dusty, or maybe Boras was involved with that whole with the sick Strauss thing or whatever was going on there. This is a softball to you, Mike. When people say those things, that must make you crazy.
Well, it really doesn't make me crazy because it's laughable. Anybody who knows me from day one knows it's laughable that some outside force is going to affect what decisions I make. And there is a correction. I do care what players think, and I do care what the world thinks about us. We want to be a professional organization and seen in that light. But it can't affect my decisions. I make decisions for the long-term benefit of the Washington Nationals franchise, and I think we've done it as good or better than any franchise in all of baseball in over the last 6 or 7 seasons. And it's no accident. People compare us to the Cardinals and the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Cubs who've been around hundreds of 110 years, 120 years. We've been around for 12, and we've put ourselves in a great position after 12 short seasons of existence, and I couldn't be prouder of the organization that we've built here. And we've talked about wins and the most wins and all that stuff. That's a big part of it, and getting to the next level is a big part of it, and winning for the district is a big part of it, and I get all that, but the pride I take is to see how this team has evolved, the minor league department that we have that feeds the big leagues, and the process that we've developed here. There's wins and losses, and guys it's a performance business. I get it. Guys get fired and hired because you win games and win championships, and that's what this thing is all about. I've been doing it for 35 years. So, but I'm proud of the team that we've assembled. I'm proud of the organization and the franchise that it's become. We're the envy. Believe it or not, from the outside looking in, we're the envy of a lot of baseball teams and a lot of baseball owners. And I couldn't be more proud of the team that we have. Not satisfied, but very proud.
Are you looking for possible starting pitchers in free agency?
This early in free agency, you never have enough starting pitching. You've heard me say that many, many times. We've got 4 extremely good starting pitchers on the roster now, and Max and Strauss and Gio and Tanner. We've got some good young arms that really pitched well for us last year. And A.J. Cole, his last 6 starts were great. Eric Fetty, he's going to be healthy and make his have his second year with us next year. And then we go to the minor leagues, and we've got depth there. So we're going 7 or 8 deep, which is what you need in the big leagues. But you never have enough starting pitching, and if opportunities arise, that we see as a value, we'll jump on it aggressively like we always do.
If you were asked, would you endorse Dusty Baker for a managerial position in another organization?
Yeah, Dusty's a qualified major league manager, Hall of Famer, and a guy that can handle a staff, a clubhouse, and a ball club. So it'd be unequivocally yes, he's capable, and if he's fired up and energetic and feeling good and healthy, then there's no problem with him managing another team somewhere else.